Welcome back. I am the Brigand Bob, and today we are going to answer that long-asked question, what is the best AR-15 red dot for your hard-earned credits, and why is it the Primary Arms SLX MD25? Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Oh yeah.
Full disclosure, I don't have any relationship with Primary Arms. In fact, they probably don't like me, as I put out a video about a year and a half ago slamming their SLX red dot for pistols. But while Primary Arms doesn't make great pistol red dots, they make fantastic AR-15 optics. When it comes to AR-15 optics, I'm going to recommend Primary Arms over Holosun all day long. So the full name of this optic is the Primary Arms SLX MD25 CQB ASS, which is a bit of a mouthful, so we will just be referring to it as the MD25 going forward for the rest of this video, because I don't want to say all of that every single time I reference the optic. This is hands down the best AR-15 red dot for the money. Period, full stop, end of story. Are there better red dots out there? Sure, absolutely. But you are going to see a diminishing return on other red dots that may be slightly better, but you're spending a lot more money on. Let's talk about what makes the MD25 such a great choice for your AR-15, especially if you are in the market for a red dot for your AR-15 and you don't know which red dot to get. There are cheaper red dots out there for sure. They might be, 50 or 60 bucks cheaper, but they just do not have all of the features that the MD25 is going to have. First of all, it's not just a red dot. It has the Primary Arms ACSS Chevron reticle system inside of it, which gives you a lot more data to work with when you're looking at your target downrange. A red dot's fine, but you don't really have holds with a red dot. And as you start pushing out past 100 yards, it gets more and more challenging to hit a target with just a dot. And that is where this optic in particular really shines. The very tip of the chevron is going to be your 100-yard zero. Where the chevron meets is going to be your 200 yards. The bottom of the chevron will be 300 yards. Your first dot will be 400 yards. Your second dot will be 500 yards. And your third dot will be 600 yards, for 5.56 anyway. And that's the context that I'm going to talk about it in. But this is an optic that will also work for 300 Blackout Subsonic or 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, and all that neat jazz. So you get a lot more information out of this reticle system than you're going to get with a simple red dot, and that's going to make it more versatile. It also has a 60 MOA circle around it, which is fantastic because that gives you that donut of death, making it ideal for CQB, close range targets, targets inside of 50 yards. Already a great red dot for engaging targets at close distances and close ranges, but it also flexes out to distance quite well. I have run this on multiple AR-15s. I have beat the snot out of it. I don't know how many rounds I have through it, and I have not had a single problem with it. So it's durable, it's rugged, and most importantly, it can flex into multiple roles where other red dots just don't do that very well. You may get a dot in a 60 MOA circle, but that's about all you're getting. And sure, you've got some holds there, maybe you've got some hash marks for your holds, but this gives you just a lot more data to work with, especially when you're pushing out past a couple 100 yards, making it the most flexible red dot that I'm aware of for the price that's out there. So you can pick these up right now on Primary Arms for about 210 bucks. If you catch it on sale, you'll get them for like 180 or 160 bucks. This one right here is a Gen 1. It does not have the Shake Awake that the Gen 2 has, but that's the only difference between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2, is that the Gen 2 has Shake Awake, which is fantastic. It checks all of the boxes for red dot, and a lot of people are going to go out there and spend 100 or 150 bucks on their first red dot for their AR-15, and it's just not going to be the same quality. It's not going to have the same flexibility and be able to flex into roles like this particular red dot can. There are absolutely better red dots out there than the MD25, but this one has the most features at the best price point on the market today. So far, this has been the one that has been my go-to. If I needed another red dot tomorrow for an AR-15, I would be picking up an MD25. It works particularly well with a magnifier, which is what I run it with. Again, I cannot emphasize enough, if you have an AR-15 and you're in the market and you're looking for a red dot, the MD25 is the best way to go. The MD25 also has 2 night vision settings. I do not personally have night vision, and I haven't run it under night vision. However, there are videos of individuals out there running it under night vision, and it appears to do the job quite nicely. So not only flexing for CQB distances and being able to shoot out to distance because of the holds that it provides you and the data that it provides you, but it also has night vision settings. So if you are running nods and you want to be able to flex into that night vision role as well, it can also accomplish that. And for the price of $200, it's really hard to beat as far as red dots for AR-15s go. So that's my 2 cents. The best red dot for an AR-15 for your money is going to be the Primary Arms SLX MD25. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you want to fight about it, you can go ahead and do that in the comment section below. I'd really like it if you give me a like. It helps the channel out a lot. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.